Howdy, howdy, howdy. It's your Rodfather 916. I was brought up a Christian. Most of my family was brought up in a church. And while I have changed through the years, a lot of my foundation is based on the tenets of Christianity. I remember in Bible school, I had to remember we were taught the Ten Commandments and other key things. So the last few years, I've been in the wilderness, kind of wondering where we are. Not all of us, but where some people who are committed to the church, who were taught the same Ten Commandments and believe in things of thou shalt not kill, not covet their wife, the whole 9 yards, can get behind an individual who is racist, who is a convicted felon, a jury has said he is a rapist. He's stolen money from institutions. He is a liar. He lies routinely, and the people realize it routinely. And these same people want him to be the leader of the free world. You know what I'm talking about. What troubles me more is that people of color, certain women, are supporting him. I'm a simple person. I know when I go in the ballot box, there's a 50% chance I'm going to lose. I also realize that the person I choose to vote for will not embody everything that I believe. But he or she has we have things in common. Like your friends. You don't agree with everything your friends does or family members, but there are things you can live with and you can go, okay, this is important to me. But I'm struck when I have a friend who is Mexican. I have several friends who are Mexican or Latino who says, I'm voting for Trump. The man who is currently, from the beginning of time, saying that Mexicans are less than. He's recently said something about, the people on the other side of the border, and he doesn't mean Canada. We know that. And he's not talking about Europeans. He's talking about Latinos. Changing the blood of the network. I'm sorry, I'm misquoting and I don't have my notes. But this is in the last few weeks. This is the same person that he and his dad wouldn't rent to black people. There are certain things I'm real simple. The man down the street calling me a nigger, have a nice day. If that made you feel good, I'm glad that I was able to contribute to your nice day. I'm not going to retaliate. I'm not going to give you the air. However, someone in power like Donald Trump, his nigger can affect me and my whole family, how we live, how we vote. We've already had takebacks in schools. We've already seen that. They've done away with affirmative action. This affects me directly. Not that man on the street has called me nigger. The man in the White House can. So I. That's a problem for me. In October, or I'm sorry, when he announced in 2016 and he spoke negatively about all the Mexicans, that wasn't lost on people of color, black people, because we know history tells us if you're talking about them today, you're talking about me tomorrow. So you've lost me. The minute you could be talking about another group of color, you've lost me forever, because eventually it will get to me. So I'm having issues reconciling with Christians who are supporting this rapist. There are other people who've said, I mean, this man has so many lawsuits. That's why he wanted to stay. He wanted to keep. He wants to be president. Not that he can make the world a better place. He's shown that he couldn't. He just wants to stay out of jail or run down the clock. And it doesn't matter who are harmed or how they're harmed, as long as he's not. So I struggle with this. His allegiance to the white supremacists. Not all Republicans support this man. Most of the Republicans I know despise him. Yet those in power, they're either leaving or feel that he's just too powerful. But I'm not going to be here that much longer on this planet. But I have children, children's children. That's going to be affected by what this man says or does for the last 4 years. It took us 100 years to get civil rights. 100 years. It takes a group of members of the House and members of the Senate to reverse that. And the Christians who are supporting him, I'm not God. I just don't understand. You've been taught from the same book I've been taught. I mean, just the other day, he was proud to say, well, I'm the person who reversed Roe v. Wade, taking the choices for my daughters, my nieces, their children. And he's happy about that. Members of the Republican Party, not all. I'm not taking a brush and saying all Republicans are the same way. But there are some Republicans are hiding the fact that people in Texas and Oklahoma and other states, women are dying because the doctors can't perform surgery to save their life because there's a fetus involved. So they're trying to suppress that information. This is depressing. I try to be uplifting here or just funny, but this is not funny. And to hear people of color, women of color, saying that, yeah, Biden didn't do this. Well, Biden has actually done a lot. He's done a lot. He's bought internet. He's made roads cleaner. He's not perfect. But the other alternative is have someone who clearly, he and his father wouldn't rent to people who are black, brown, or Jewish. And that's who I want to represent me. That would affect my children and grandchildren and great grandchildren. And no, I don't understand it. This is the Rodfather. I appreciate you that like. I know this is a different topic. I try not to talk about Trump that often or politics that often. But if you are a person of color and a woman, why would you vote against yourself? Thank you a lot for watching. Wishing everybody love, joy, peace, and happiness. Bye now.